Hello and welcome to Mondays with Maria Gould. Today is September the 8th, 2025, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do a bit of a discussion and uncomfortable feelings. So the name that I've given this podcast is Welcoming Whatever Arises Within. So this body of work is not my own. I've been following a person named Louise Kay, and you can find some of her amazing messages on YouTube, and she does have a website. She is a self-proclaimed enlightened person that has gone through an enlightenment process, and she guides people in what she calls the body of information or the lessons. And these are divine lessons in learning to let go. And I thought with today's newsletter, this sort of approach to welcoming whatever arises within us would be a very good topic. So we all have uncomfortable feelings and always have. It's kind of part of the human experience, isn't it? So something I want to point out is humans are very good and have become better and better at labeling. Now, what am I talking about? If we really let go of all of our preconceived ideas of what emotions are, what feelings are, and if we truly let go of labeling a certain series of sensations in the body as grief or as sadness or as anxiety, if we let go of that label that we've given these set of symptoms or set of sensations, we actually can experience what is happening in the body without overanalyzing it. Something that I find quite interesting and we can become stuck in is when we label something, I find that the energy becomes stuck. It's like a mechanism in the brain all of a sudden will go, oh, that's what I have. And there is a sense of relief with it, but it's also, in my opinion, energetically, a way to kind of excuse the experience or disregard the experience rather than having the experience, right? It's almost like a little bit of disassociation, tiny bit. So with this technique, let go of any labeling. And we'll talk about that in the experience. Also, can I make a point that we have never, as a human race, in all of history, ever truly died from an emotion? Right? Now, some people will argue, well, my grandmother died of a broken heart after her husband passed away. And yes, maybe those deep grief emotions or deep sensations of grief over time weakened the heart. But what would happen if we applied the process we're going to do today to actually move through these sensations that we're experiencing, to learn to allow the body to process what we're experiencing? This is the gift of this technique with watching this process, welcoming whatever arises. Okay, so those are a couple of points I wanted to make. Just let go of labeling and see everything that you're experiencing as a sensation. It's just a sensation. It's different symptoms that our body is experiencing. It's not good or bad. It's not wrong. We're going to welcome all of it because this energy that's arising without labeling it, without judging it, is here to heal us and show us something about ourselves. So we're going to welcome whatever arises. Another thing, letting go of the stories that your mind makes up about these sensations. Now, since the invention of psychology, in my opinion, we've definitely wanted to understand why we're having certain feelings. Even in our children, and I was guilty of this as well. Why are you crying? Why are you upset? Right? We are trying to help ourselves understand what the emotion is about, what the sensation could be arising from. But what can happen in this is sometimes it's good to understand where these energies come from and what might be triggering them or provoking them. But we also can, in some ways, disassociate into the mind, thinking that this sensation we're experiencing in the body, in our life, is actually something that has an outside cause. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. We have emotions all of the time. You can have a thought, just a thought, nothing happens externally, but you can have a thought that provokes sensations in our body. A sensation of grief or sensation of feeling overwhelmed, right? If you tend to have a list in your head and then all of a sudden you feel overwhelmed, right? So it does not have to come from outside of us on why these sensations, why these emotions are arising. Remember that. Also, the stories, and now this can be you are experiencing this because this is happening in your life outside of you, but truly it is the story that you are telling yourself about the experience that is your pain. I'm going to say that again. It is the story you are telling yourself about the experience that is creating your pain. Okay? Think of this. When you have a thought, for example, in my own life, I can have a tendency of anxiety, what we would label anxiety. Now, if I have a list of too many things that I need to do, and my story that I tell myself is I have to get these done, I need to do this because I need to have students in my classes or clients or for my family, or again, whatever story I'm telling myself. Realize it's a story. It's not true majority of the time. We think it's true because our mind is very good at being a creator. Our mind is in the image of our creator, so it creates. So anytime it creates a story, we believe it, hook, line, and sinker, that it's true. But is it? So in this process of welcoming whatever arises within, I want you to really observe any energy as that, any sensation in the body as energy. Let go of labeling it and observe the story your mind tells you. The story your mind tells you might be of the past. Oh, this sensation in my back is because of this old injury or whatever it is. What would happen if you let that go? Because again, stories, We love to tell stories of the past and the future because we avoid what we are presently experiencing. In the presence is the power of transformation. Okay, are you ready? Now you can come back to this meditation and this experience anytime you're having energies arise. Anytime you're having something difficult come up within you, or even a circumstance in life, you can apply these principles, okay? You can fast forward through the understanding of the technique to about 11 minutes and listen to the process. Okay, so I would like to begin by just feel free if you would like to close your eyes. And we're going to welcome in all of you. All of you means every feeling, sensation. Your divine self is here. Your multidimensional self is here. Meaning that your Creator is around you and within you, loving you and supporting you always. But when difficult emotions arise and the stories around these emotions arise, we forget to tune into those subtle energies of our Creator. That unconditional love and calm that is always there. Now, maybe you've never been taught that or never been made aware that this energy lives within you always. So let's allow anything you're experiencing in your body. Just notice what your body feels like. Notice any areas that might be tense, even what we would call painful. And just let go of the labeling. So let go of, I have tension here, my shoulder is sore. Just see if you can find the mind space of being an observer of these sensations. Pretend you're a tiny wee babe and you don't have the language, you don't have the labels for anything yet, the stories. So you're just experiencing. Now, whatever energy is there, I want you to imagine bringing your attention to look at it. Anytime we have something uncomfortable, our brain has been taught to not look at it, to not face it, to avoid it, to try and numb it. But let's actually turn to anything that's uncomfortable, whether it's a tight muscle, whether it's a tightness because of an emotion. I want you to open up and welcome this sensation. It just wants to be loved. This part of your body or your emotions is just wanting to be seen. It has a communication for you. So whatever that sensation is, welcome it. Be curious about it. Imagine turning your light, your consciousness, to be gently holding and embracing whatever this sensation is. And if it feels like this sensation wants to squirm or get louder, just welcome that. Again, come back to the fact, truly, the fact that no human in history has ever died from looking at something uncomfortable within themselves. Ever, ever. I promise. Your consciousness makes you believe it's scary and you'll die from it, but you won't, I promise. Look at the mind. Does the mind start to make up stories? Does it start to have a dialogue? I want you to welcome that too. Just observe it. Not accept it. You're not accepting it as a truth. Remember, your stories come from the part of the mind that is a creator. And a lot of times we believe them to be true, no questions asked. Be curious about the stories. Are they true? There is a part inside of you that is the exact same as your Creator. This spark of divine light has all truth about you, that you are made in the image of your Creator, and that you are amazing, that you are loved, that you are a child of God. So any uncomfortableness that comes and arises out of hearing that, just welcome the uncomfortableness. Allow the truth of who you are to gently, gently transmute and transform these old they are programmed from the past, from your childhood, from the collective. They are not true because they do not come from that internal light that tells you you are a divine spark of God. You are loved unconditionally. Everything good is for you. Allow any sensations in any body, meaning the physical body, there might be sensations. Just welcome them like energy moving through the body. Any emotional energy that's in the emotional body might arise and have these waves of uncomfortableness in the emotional body. Again, welcome them. Welcome them. Be curious about them. And sometimes the mental body arises to tell us stories. But are they true? Allow all of you to be curious about everything that arises within. Let the energy flow and move. And then pretty soon a wave of energy releases. And the calmness that has always been there can arise in the mind, the emotions, and the body. Is there a stillness yet in your mind? Is there a stillness in your emotional self, in your body? This is the point of our divine self, our spiritual body awakening. This is where real truth comes from. Just ask, who am I? And again, let go of stories, let go of the old stories we've told ourselves. Allow from within you, allow from within that light, that divine self, the answer to gently be whispered. Sometimes we need to listen to the energy and interpret the energy by a feeling. Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel that eternal self, the part of you that isn't a story? It isn't any sensation in your body. It isn't any emotion. It's this presence within you that is the divine eternal self, the part of God that you truly are. What does that part of you say? What does that wisdom show you about anything you're experiencing in your life? Now remember, the divine self, your God self, loves you unconditionally. But it also loves all life unconditionally. There is no competition. There is no separation. It loves all of its creation equally. So what would the most unconditionally loving energy, what would it say to you? It would comfort you. It would reassure you. There is no fear from this voice. There is no fear in the eternal self. It would tell you you are loved. Let go of the story you're telling yourself about this situation. Love and respect yourself. Love and respect that other person. They are not your enemy. Allow yourself to feel that divine light speaking truth to you. So you can come back to this eternal process whenever you need to, when anything uncomfortable arises. Welcome what's arising within. Feel it as energy, as sensations. Observe the energy move in the body. Observe the energy move in the emotional state. Let go of labeling the emotions. Let your body experience them. Feel the emotions as sensations, out of the mind, but in the body. Let go of the mental constructs, the mental stories we tell ourselves about these sensations, about these circumstances or situations. Allow that divine light to arise and speak truth into all of it. So I hope that this podcast was helpful for you today. In Theta Healing, we do teach these concepts, this concept of creator, and the You and the Creator class really shows you to start to listen to the truth of Creator, which is that unconditionally loving voice that wants the highest and best for all creation. There's no competition, there's no fear. So it starts to tune you into that truth. So if you're interested more in Theta Healing, if you're interested more in one-on-one sessions where I can help you with this process, one-on-one is very powerful, very transformative to do this process with Theta Healing, shifting things that arise, that come up. Please reach out to me through contact@mariagould.com, and I would be honored to hold space and help you walk through this process with Theta Healing, as well as this technique to really bring deep transformation and allow your divine eternal self to come and speak to you. So I wanted to wish you a wonderful Monday and many blessings as we are moving into the fall season here in Canada, and wishing you my love and the highest and best. Blessings.